Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for October 31st, November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. I will also pull one from my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, written by Frances Monroe and artwork by Judy Mastrangelo. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, this is the introduction. This is the introduction for all of the videos. And then if you want to bypass this introduction for anyone that's new, or if you cross-watch, then write down around there in the description. In the description, it'll say something like, if you want to cross-watch, go here. Will be a timestamp, and you can then just bypass the introduction. Okay, so what we're going to do, though, for the introduction, we are going to do a reading with my Waite Rider tarot cards, the traditional, and my Osha Zen tarot card. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, but just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Source, Holy Spirit, and just ask for whatever needs to come through, Okay? Now, I generally do talk a little bit about what's going on in the stars and the planetary movements. We are in Scorpio season. Mars has just gone retrograde on the 30th of October, but it's still in a very slow motion right now. It is in Gemini, so that's very intellectual. A lot of things coming up. Gemini is very curious energy here, air energy, thinking through things, hearing news, making some plans, okay? And Mars, which is associated with Scorpio season, very powerful warrior energy, very Aries, Mars, Aries, very, Greek, Roman mythology, whichever one you want to choose. So very much the god of war. Okay, so it's right now, it's just standing there, and it will be moving, like I said, retrograde. And it's a little bit of an odd retrograde right now because retrograde season is just about over, where planets should be going more direct, and here Mars does something a little bit different. Okay, on the 31st, November 1st and 2nd, we have Samhain, we have Halloween, we have All Saints Day and All Souls Day. So this is a time when people can feel that the veil between this world and the other, the natural and the supernatural, is very, very thin. So we can, have people, thoughts, dimensional transferences. It's all very interesting. Now, I really feel, because now we are in, last new moon, Scorpio, was a semi-eclipse, semi-solar eclipse. But then the next full moon, Taurus, on the 8th, will be a full lunar eclipse. It just seems like, and I'm going to post on my website the dates. I really haven't done any analysis just yet. I kind of know it and see it in my mind. But it just seems, I would say, from the November 5th through the 11th, the planets seem very, very intense. Now, we're very intense right now, but there's not a lot of movement right now. So it's just kind of like we're all feeling this watch and wait. What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And then, like I said, on the 5th through the 11th, there's this like poking at the bear type of energy, or poking at the bull, whichever we want to say, poking at the phoenix type of energy. Intense energy. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next time, in our next readings. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have. I'll do the dealer shuffle with our cards. Higher power. What would you like people to know? What's going to be going on from Monday through Thursday? What is going to be happening here? Or what kind of energies, should we say, is going to be? Again, very intense, very between the veils. Keep your vibrations high. Try some new things. New things do help you to change up your routine a little bit. It does help you to keep your vibrations on the higher side, and that's what we are called to do. We are called to be, should we choose, we are called to be the light workers, the star seeds, and indigo, crystal, a lot of different names for this type of time of our lives. But we need to choose, and it is a choice. Everything's a choice. We need to choose to keep our vibrations elevated, to keep, to keep our focus more on the light energy. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards are face down. Anything reversed has a little stronger energy. Court cards have dual energy, so just kind of know that when I talk about that. So here we go. First card is the Magician. Anything can happen. We have more power than we think. As in heaven, so on earth. This is a major arcana energy, major arcana card. This is a 1, new beginning. It's the first step of the Fool's energy, the Fool's journey. And this is where, and the Fool is that 0 energy, 0 card, and where you have to just have faith. But the first person he meets, or she meets, is the Magician on his journey. And the Magician says, you've got more power than you actually think. Okay? You do need to connect with the heavens, your source, God, Holy Spirit, whoever that is for you. Whatever that is that you call source. But, like I said, this is about what, as in heaven, so on earth. You have more power than you definitely think. We need to, during this time, I always say prayer, meditation, talking out loud, very strong, very powerful ways to make things happen. There's also other ways too, but you have to kind of look that up a little bit more yourself. So Magician energy, we do have the the air, we have the air energy, we have the water energy, we have the earth energy, we do have the fire energy also. So it's pulling all the energies of the earth, fire being our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, air being our Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, earth being our Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and water being our Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. So it does take it all together. It does integrate it all together, and it says for us to use that energy. Now we have the infinity sign that that we can't even. The infinity sign is the Magician with the infinity sign is basically saying the only limitations we have are the ones we put upon ourselves. So interesting with that one. Next card is, so now we have that Ace of Swords. Sword energy, again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, thought processes, making plans, thinking things through. Also, it is hearing news. So the Ace of Swords, Ace is a 1, new beginning, numbers, again, 1 energy here. This does have an interesting, the hand coming from the clouds. There is a divine energy there. There is a divine message here. There is a divine new process, new thinking. I've talked, if you've been following me, I know I talk so much about that Saturn in Aquarius energy going on. And then we have the Mars in Gemini energy going on. So there's a lot of this air energy. There's a lot of this push-pull. There's a lot of revelation type of energies, new thoughts, new ways of thinking type of energy. So whatever it is, and part of that could go back to the Magician. It could even say that the world is going to be seeing a new way of thinking. But again, the world needs to know that we have more power, more influence than we even think. Okay, so new thoughts, new ideas, new challenges. So the Ace of Swords does bring challenges with it. Your next card is the Hermit. This is reversed. This is a 9. 9 has, you have everything. Let's wrap it up. The Hermit steps back. The Hermit spends time, by himself, herself. The Hermit connects with his higher power, her higher power. The Hermit not necessarily. If you look at the hermit's looking down, and yet there is the lantern showing his way. But he's not looking ahead. He's actually looking where he's at now. But like I said, but he does have his light. He does have his way. There is some illumination, but he must be in the dark in order for him to have his lantern. So right now he doesn't really know everything. He doesn't know all, but he has to, that's why he steps away from the drama of others. That's the way he doesn't necessarily, he needs to find his own path, and he does that through meditation, connecting, prayer. But a couple of things, he's looking down. What is this? Is this water? Is this snow? Not quite sure, but there is the ground is it not necessarily smooth for him. He does have his staff, which will help him in his direction also, kind of test the footing, test his footing. But he does have his light, and his light does help to show him. But it's not like a big bright light. It's not like the sun energy. So he's still in the dark. He still knows that he has to have that connection. And if you, the connection between the two of these and the other cards in my Radley Valentine, these are both Archangel Raziel. So that in itself I find, very interesting. Both, again, connecting with higher power. So this is a week to really connect with higher power, have a little more confidence, but at the same time know that your journey is, it's almost like your journey is kind of set, okay? But do you choose to take that path? Okay, let's see what we have with our Osha Zen Tarot cards. So the other ones, like I just mentioned, fire energy, rod energy, that again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's passionate, it's very burning, very determined energy. We have our Earth Pentacles energy, which is again Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. That's our money, job, career, tangible energy. And then of course we have the water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and that is our fluid, emotional energy, very spiritual energy too. So now I was talking about the court cards. So the page's underlying energy is our earth. The knight's underlying energy is our fire. The queen's underlying energy is our water. And the king's underlying energy is our sword. So, or our air energy. So whatever this stuff is, whatever this new idea, new challenge is, there's a very strong connection that we may not necessarily like what we're seeing or hearing, or we might not understand it. Again, connect with higher power, whether to be bold or whether to, be a little, I'm not going to say, that the hermit is not necessarily bold, but the hermit, like I said, is not following everyone's path. Okay, let's see what we have, Osha Zen Tarot. What do we have for this week? Traveling. Remember, I'm talking about some pathways here. Now, this is an 8. I mentioned kind of the infinity sign. So if you look at the 8 like that, infinity, but it is basically it's unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. The path here is not, now there's a little person there, I think there. The path is not necessarily easy. The path is not necessarily lit. The path seems very cloudy in many points. Again, needing the staff of the, to help you find your footing, needing the light. But at the end of the path is the sun. At the end of the path is the light. But it's not necessarily an easy path for, So next week, energy is not necessarily easy, but we do have a lot of higher power energy here. It does open up a lot of new ways of thinking about things, and a lot of new ways of seeing things too. It's just the path, and it does look like the path is on the longer side. It's a little windy. It's going through the fog. It's going, you really can't see where you're going. And so a lot of it will be, going and doing by trust. Okay. Let me know what this is. I am feeling better. Not totally 100%, but I've been reading the comments and I will be answering them. I think I'm going to be doing better this weekend. So my goal is to start answering your comments this weekend. Please, and I love that. So thank you. So please take a moment, because I'm a smaller channel and this month has been all wiggly waggly type of things. Please, please, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. You don't know, it really helps channels like mine. Missing even one, it just throws out the whole algorithm. But why don't we go on and start our readings now? Hello, my Aries. Well, we know that Jupiter is now retroed into Pisces, but it's slowing down in Pisces because it will be turning direct. So it's kind of that stationary retro right now, then it'll be stationary direct. So it will be in Pisces not for as long as it's been in Aries, and then it turns around and it goes back into Aries. So make use of this time to really get your dreams, your goals, because again, once it goes into Aries, that's when you need to push through and you need to make things happen. We do have this time period again, like I said in the introduction, that it's just kind of that wait and see, but we still can feel that pressure. I don't know, it's kind of like when you're turning on your stove, you got some water boiling and it's not quite at that temperature to boil just yet, but it's not at the temperature not to boil either. It's just about to simmer. Things are simmering, let's put it that way. And I feel like that for you, my Aries. Things are simmering, or you are simmering. Not quite sure which way you're going just yet. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. A lot of reversed cards this time around. So all 3 reversed for you. What are we doing for my Aries? First card is, whoa, justice. Justice is coming. What does justice mean? Justice, justice is right, wrong. Yes, in some ways it is. It is either or. In some ways it is. But justice also in the heavenly realms, in the spiritual realms, also looks for motivation with this too. Okay, so justice does have that balancing energy, does have that yes, no energy, but it also has the motivational energy. It's kind of like somebody, if you hurt somebody just to hurt somebody, that is wrong. But if you hurt somebody in order to protect somebody that's weaker, is it as wrong? So there's something going on with the justice energy. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so do not take this as legal advice. I would say that this is more that karmic justice. That, and again, too, I'm kind of getting that there's secrets being told, my Aries. Secrets will be revealed. We are in Scorpio right now. Scorpio is a really strong detective. So, so the best thing to do is, if it's a good secret, maybe you can hold on to it a little bit longer. If it's a secret, there's been some deception. Either way, I'm kind of getting then secrets will come out. Okay, just being aware of that. Just be aware of that. Major Arcana card. Archangel Raguel, 8 unlimited opportunities, possibilities. This is fight for justice and equality. Rulings are made in your favor. Don't give up. There is a lot of Libra energy with this. Now, the interesting thing is in traditional tarot, the justice card is actually an 11. And the 8 is actually the strength card. So this is another thing when it says don't give up, be strong. Continue to be strong. Next card, reversed, the Queen of Gabriel. Now, Queen energy, underlying energy is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We are in that right now. Gabriel is your energy, air, Leo and Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very, very determined energy. Very consuming. The Queen of Gabriel, she's larger than life. It is a feminine energy, but she's larger than life. She goes after what she wants. It will say, she follows her heart. Not necessarily on the, some of this is that water energy, but this is that passionate energy. This is that, I would say that it's like your flame is not necessarily being contained. How's that? It's burning bright. The Queen of Gabriel has tons of confidence, and basically, when you know you're right, you're right. So what is this going on with justice and this? This is a very strong push forward to what is right, push forward in knowing, it might even, what you know. But it's also, the Queen of Gabriel is also larger than life too. So interesting, that justice energy is really makes this Queen of Gabriel so much stronger. It's almost like her message on steroids, okay? Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So you're going to have people that are going to help you along your path too, which is part of this justice energy. Next card reversed. Now you have the Knight of Gabriel. So now the Knight's underlying energy is fire. Fire, fire. Knight's directional. So once it's like all of this starts to really pan out, once that you know what you want, you're going after what you want, you can do anything you want, that Knight of Gabriel pushes you forward. I'm going to tell you now, think a little bit before think before you jump, look before you leap type of thing here, because this has so much fire energy that it's, but it just feels like you're doing it for the right reasons. It does feel like you're doing it for the right reasons. Maybe, when secrets come out, and again, secrets don't have to be negative. It could be maybe somebody's birthday's coming up, things like that. But this Knight pushes forward. He pushes forward. Okay, so confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Not necessarily saying this is easy. In fact, this is probably very, very like, oh, I've got to do this. I'm, kind of lighting that fire, kind of turning that simmer maybe up to where the water's going to start to boil. So I'm not going to say it's an easy energy. I'm not going to say that it's a totally righteous energy. It just is kind of like, it's like, it's almost like it can't be contained energy. All right, so time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. This is very, very strong. This is extremely strong. This is pushing you forward. This is just, so I'm going to kind of say what this is, again, look before you leap a little bit here. Sometimes I've had it where I just like, I'm just going to do this. And then I had to kind of come back and say I was a little sorry for this. It's very strong. It's very pushing forward. And I am a fire sign, but I do have some water and air in my energies too. So the water, like I said, okay, no, I'm going to embrace that fire energy. I'm going to just do this. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should have looked before I leaped. Okay, let's see. Guardian angels. And I have known a few Aries that's like, nope, still going to do it, Deb. Still going to do it. Okay. Guardian angels, what else do we have to say to our Aries? This is reversed also. Well, this is a 16, so we have an 816, 618, 1 new beginning, 10 transition, 6 number of man, 1 plus 6 divine energy. Out with the old, in with the new. This is that Tower card, okay? Things are exposed. Things are brought to light. Like I said, this has very big energy this week for you, my Aries. Anyway, heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often it is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and spiritual truths. Now that is one thing. That's very good advice. But what do you know your your heart's desires, your spiritual truths? This is a very powerful. So, like I said, be wise in what you do. Think about it beforehand, okay? Because once done, you can't. It's like you can't put the that thing. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tooth in the in its container, okay, in the tube. So my Aries, who is this for? I hope it's not for all of you. I know some Aries, and I could see this energy moving for you. So let me know. I am going to advise a little caution. So, like I said, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So, but the energies are very, very powerful for a big shakeup. There's a big shakeup happening. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies reversed. The rainbow spirit. Now, I love this one for you. I love this. Look at, she's so pretty. When you feel anxious, you can ask for help from the energy source that is around you. God, Holy Spirit, source, whoever it is around you. So ask for help. Ask for guidance. Rainbow Spirit Aries. Here we go. Let's see. Crystal or energy for my Aries. Okay. All right. Come on, cards. Get in there. Did not want to shuffle right. Here we are. Crystal or energy for my Aries. This is also reversed. Tiger's eye, maybe a bracelet or a necklace. Luck in new ventures, willpower, creative flow, overcoming fear. What does that all mean for you, my Aries? I do get that just because, like I said, I'm a fire sign, and if I got this, I'd be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's go and do this. But I also have the wisdom of 66 years. Not all the wisdom, but some of it from doing let's do this. So again, look before you leap this week. But the energies, if you feel like you're being pushed, check it out. Check it out. Connect, if you're feeling that push, ask for help from God, source, okay? If you feel like, you're just being like, I'm going to do it, maybe count to 10 and then ask for some help. Okay, my Aries, that's a big week for you. Good, bad? You tell me. Okay, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notification. Of course, comment. I really want to know what this is about. As always, my Aries, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.